Hello everyone, welcome to Focal Point. So this was the question asked in GATE 2017. What is given in here? Standard input output header file is included in here, and again then a function is defined in here, and then we have called one main function. Okay, so what is the meaning of this function? The meaning of this function is that assign val is a function. Okay, so I've told you that to read this kind of statement we need to start reading from the left, and we will stop where this operand is found, and after that we are going to uh, check the priority of it. So we can check the priority based on our precedence table, operator precedence table. So we need to check what is the priority of these operators. So we know that this parenthesis of the higher priority. Okay, and that's why assign val is a function which takes two parameters, okay, of this type, of type integer pointer, integer value. Okay, and this return a pointer to a integer. Okay, so assign value is a function which takes these parameters and return a pointer to the integer, and you can see here that this is returning a pointer in here. Okay, so this is the meaning of it. So in the main function, what we are going to do in here, we have defined we have taken the malloc function. So what malloc is going to do, by default malloc return a pointer of type void. Okay, so it will return a pointer to void type, and this memory will be allocated in the heap space. So how much space we want to take inside the heap space, so that is defined by the size of a function. Inside that we are giving the data type. Okay, so integer is of 2 byte, and that's why this malloc will be returning a void. This malloc will be assigning a 2 byte of data, and a void pointer of that will be returned. Okay, so a address will be returned in here because this is a pointer, and malloc return a void type of pointer. So let's assume that uh, address that is returned by the malloc function is 1000. Okay, that is pointing to a integer value because x is a pointer to an integer type. Okay, now what we are going to do in here, this is just a condition checking. That can also happen that malloc doesn't return any address, so this is to avoid any problem. And after that, what we are going to do, we are calling a function assign val, and we are passing this address and giving the number 0. Okay, so what will be happening for that, for simplicity I'm taking this stack in here, and I'm going to call this main function in here. And in the main function we have assumed that malloc is returning 1000, so I've taken 1000 and stored into the x. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this assign val function, and the value that is passed, that is the value of x, 1000 and 0 number. So this x, the 1000 and value 0 will be in here in the function. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to store this value inside the address that is pointed by x. So x is pointing to a variable. Okay, x is pointing to an integer variable. In that variable I am going to store this value, that is 0. Okay, so 0 will be stored in the variable this. So after that, this function will be popped out because this was the last line. And after that, what is happening, this condition is checking. So what is the meaning of it? If x is not equal to null, what is being happen in here, we are again going to use this malloc function, and we are returning 2 byte of data in here, and we are going to type casted in here. Okay, so simple meaning is we are just going to return address again, and so again this 2 byte of memory is allocated, and the address is written in the same pointer variable. So if this pointer, now assume that the new address is 2000. Okay, so now this will be 2000. So what is the problem in here? Of course everything is working fine, but this 0, the variable that was storing this 0 was stored in the x, but now this information is lost. Okay, so now this information is not pointing to this 0, it is pointing to some other memory location, that is 2000. So this is a problem. So what is the name of this problem? The name of this problem is memory leak, because we have earlier we have allocated some memory and we have stored some value there, but now we are using the same variable to access some other memory location. Okay, so this memory that is stored in the heap location, that that will be there in the memory, but we cannot access this because we have not assigned any pointer for this. Okay, because we have changed the value of this pointer that was earlier pointing to this value. Okay, so this is a problem of memory leak. So this kind of things should not be happening. To avoid this kind of memory leak problems, we need to free the memory location. Okay, and then we can assign any other address in that pointer. Okay, so this kind of problem may come in this code. Okay, this is the correct output of it. The compile successfully, but execution may result into the memory leak. Okay, why? Because we have assigned this different memory location, and now this value will be there in the heap location, but we cannot access this. So this problem is called memory leak problem. So this is the correct output of it. So thank you so much. We can try some other problem.